With me in the studio at the moment is Lin Simpson from Barking Mad in Rugby, and Molly May, the Border Terrier, who I'm officially absolutely completely bonkers in love with, but then I lose my heart to pretty much every dog that I meet. Barking Mad is a service. It's essentially like a dog boarding. So if you're going on holiday but you don't want to put your dog in kennels, then Barking Mad finds a family where your dog can live. And this is brilliant because the reciprocation is a marvel, because Lynn reckons that cuddling dogs is a cure for loneliness and cheers you right up. And actually, just a moment ago, while we were listening to Abba, it seemed like the whole of BBC Commentary Warwickshire came in here just to see your dog. So it must be quite gratifying to know that you might be right on this. So what we've decided to do, thank you very much indeed. That's something that you're very careful about, Lynn. Is it matching the right dog to the right people?
That's right. Yes, we do. So,
presumably,
I go out and get to know the dog before I would commit to putting them with a host family.
Okay.
So I find out all about the dog. For example, I wouldn't put a sort of a 16-month-old Dalmatian with one of my older age pensioners that do look after the dogs. They would tend to have my smaller dogs that are, that they still can take out for long walks and meet with other people, other dog walkers alike, and it's great for them to get outdoors and walk with like-minded people, really.
So yeah, check the owners and also check the dogs. There's some dogs that you just won't sort of take on if they're not suitable.
I wouldn't take a dog on if I wasn't comfortable myself with a dog. Then obviously I wouldn't take that dog on. No, I have had a situation once where it was a German Shepherd actually, and it just when I went to meet with the dog and the owner, it just continually barked at me. And it was a bit scary because obviously the size of a German Shepherd. But I actually said, the owner actually was adamant that he's not normally like this. He's normally such a big softie. But you can't really take that chance. You have to find out more about the dog for yourself. So I went back with that customer and their dog and went out walking with them. And that dog was absolutely the softest German Shepherd I've ever met, and he was gorgeous. And he's been to stay with a few of my hosts, and he's been to stay with some of my elderly hosts as well, and he's just an absolute fabulous dog. So like humans, like David was saying, the first instincts with that dog for me was like, I don't think I'm going to take him because he's going to be a little bit too aggressive, and I have to protect my hosts. My hosts do this because they enjoy it, and I wouldn't put a dog with them that they weren't going to enjoy. So
it's all about putting the time in, I guess, and then making sure it's all right. It is a doggy dating agency, and what a brilliant idea. Barking Mad, it's what it's called. And if ever you need anywhere for Molly May to go, then the whole of BBC Commentary Warwickshire is queuing up to take her on. Thank you so much for coming in to see us. It's been a real pleasure to meet you both.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you very much indeed for inviting us both. Molly May.
More than welcome. It's just hilarious. Molly May's the nosiest dog in the world. It's like watching my mum when she does a neighbourhood watch things. Just anybody walks past the window, she's... Behaviourist to see. With me in the studio at the moment is Lin Simpson from Barking Mad in Rugby, and